Here with Slippery Rock University head coach George Mihalik at PSAC-West Media Day here at Slippery Rock University. George, first real quick, how great is it to be able to host this event and welcome the conference into the university's new facility here?
Oh, I think it's a tremendous showcase for our university. I've had so many comments from other head coaches that it's a great venue, great facility. So I'm proud of the Rock, and I think we all should be proud of what our university is and the facilities that we have.
And picked third in the PSAC West preseason poll today behind IUP and Mercyhurst, defending conference champs IUP from last year. Talk a little bit about the preseason coaches poll.
Well, that's kind of where I thought we might be picked. And, you know, I think the preseason polls, they're great. They generate the interest. They get the excitement about the upcoming season. It's great for media, but it's paper. And, you know, whether you're picked first or last or in the middle, it doesn't really mean anything. That all starts to shake out come August 15th when teams start reporting to camp.
And you welcome back your starting quarterback and 20 players that saw some kind of starting experience from last year. Talk about the mentality of the football team coming into preseason camp this week.
Well, our team is definitely excited about the upcoming season. Many of the current starters are returning starters. We're players on the 2011 PSAC Western Division Championship team. So there's a real high energy and excitement here in Rock football. The fact that we do have a lot of players who have been in game time situations, that's only a bonus and a plus. So there are a lot of positions where we have good depth. There are some positions where depth is a concern, but overall, you know, I'm excited about the opportunity. I think we have the talent to compete for the Western Division, and you know, the players believe that as well.
And looking at your strength of the schedule, it's one of the toughest in Division II, definitely one of the toughest in the region. Talk about the strength of the schedule this year.
Well, when you look at the Super Region 1, in which we play in 48 teams in that region, we have the second toughest schedule of Super Region 1 football teams. I think that in itself, you know, says what we're going to have to be ready week in and week out. I'm also hopeful that you know, if that is one of the selection criteria, that tough schedule plays dividends later in the season if we can put ourselves in position for postseason recognition.
Great, appreciate it. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, John.
Here with Slippery Rock senior defensive lineman Tony Papley at PSAC West Football Media Day. Tony, your first trip to the PSAC Media Day, and we get to have it right here on campus. How great is it to be able to welcome the PSAC to Slippery Rock?
Yeah, it's a great thing. I like having it in our backyard. It's not too far travel for us. Everyone else had to get in a van and come down here today, but it's good. Welcome the entire PSAC and Seton Hill to the PSAC, so it's a good thing.
And your first trip here, as we mentioned, preseason poll unveiled today. You got to see Slippery Rock up on the screen, listed as number 3 in the PSAC West. As a player, what does that mean to you? Is that motivation?
Oh yeah, it kills me seeing IUP up there on top, but yeah, a lot of motivation for us. We don't really look at the polls too much because, you know, that's just preseason thing. What it comes down to is actually finishing on game day. So we're looking forward to getting back into camp and getting things started for this year. And
camp officially will kick off Thursday, the first day that you're allowed to be on the field. Talk a little bit about the excitement of the team coming into preseason camp.
Yeah, it's really good coming into the season, you know, getting a lot of young guys now, get them acclimated to the team, get them into the part of the brotherhood, because we have a great tradition here at the Rock. So we're really looking forward to getting back with the guys again and getting that chemistry building for this year.
And some really somber news the last couple of weeks after the passing of Zach Sheridan. You had the privilege of playing with Zach Sheridan on the team a couple of years ago. How much of that is going to be a motivating factor for the defense this year, especially for you guys that got to play with Zach?
Yeah, you know, Zach's a great guy, great leader. He was a player that, you know, you can't really replicate. There's only a couple of them come around every so often. It's going to be really motivating to him, getting our defense back to level to where they had when they won the PSAC championship in 2011. So, you know, yeah, it's going to be a big motivation factor for us, getting Rock defense back on the map.
Great, thanks so much, Tony.
Thank you.
Here is Slippery Rock senior defensive back Anthony Saunders at PSAC West Football Media Day. Anthony, your first trip to PSAC Football Media Day, the team was picked third. How excited are you right now, just that the season's finally here?
I'm definitely excited. I can't wait for Thursday to come, camp to come. Definitely can't wait for the season to start.
And you'll be one of the returning senior defensive leaders on the team this year, preseason All-American candidate. Talk about the defense going into the season.
It's definitely, first of all, it's definitely an honor to be a preseason All-American. Thank God first and foremost for that. And coming into the season as a defense, our expectations are high. Be the #1 defense in the nation, also #1 secondary. Definitely we have to shut down as a D-back standpoint, up front, D-line, linebackers. We must stop the run. As a team or as a defense, we must play as a team for sure.